The Epstein files are finally coming out, and what's being revealed is unsettling, incomplete, and raising more questions than answers. After Congress passed a law forcing the Justice Department to release all unclassified Epstein-related records, the DOJ dropped an initial tranche of documents, photos, videos, FBI reports, court filings. But despite the legal deadline, this is not the full release. And that's where the controversy begins. Deadline missed, trust broken. The law required the DOJ to release the Epstein files in their entirety by Friday. Instead, officials admitted they couldn't meet the deadline and promised more documents in the coming weeks. Lawmakers from both parties are furious. Democrats and some Republicans say the DOJ may be violating the law. Thousands of pages are still unreleased, and many that were published are heavily redacted, sometimes completely blacked out. Famous faces in the files. The documents include photos and mentions of major public figures: Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Prince Andrew, Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Chris Tucker. Important reminder, being named or pictured does not mean wrongdoing. Many of those shown have denied any involvement, and survivors have not accused them. Still, the files show just how deeply Epstein was embedded in elite circles. Clinton photos spark debate. Several images show Bill Clinton swimming, relaxing in a hot tub, or socializing. His spokesperson dismissed the release as irrelevant, calling the photos decades old and insisting Clinton cut ties with Epstein before his crimes became public. Yet, Clinton's images were widely shared online, especially by Trump-aligned accounts, fueling political finger-pointing instead of clarity. Trump mentioned, but minimally. Trump appears only briefly in the files. One court document recounts an allegation that Epstein introduced Trump to a 14-year-old girl in the 1990s. The accuser says Epstein made a remark, but makes no accusation against Trump. Trump has long denied wrongdoing and says his relationship with Epstein ended years before Epstein's arrest. Prince Andrew and Maxwell photos raise questions. One image appears to show Prince Andrew lying across several people, faces redacted, with Ghislaine Maxwell standing behind them. Epstein is not visible. Another striking photo shows Maxwell alone outside 10 Downing Street, with no date or explanation, adding to the mystery around her access and connections. The most chilling testimony. One of the most disturbing documents comes from Maria Farmer, one of Epstein's earliest accusers. In a 1996 FBI report, she alleged Epstein stole photos of her underage sisters, threatened to burn her house down if she spoke out, and asked her to photograph young girls at swimming pools. Her name was redacted, but she has since confirmed the report was hers. Nearly 30 years later, she says the release brings vindication. What we still haven't seen. According to the DOJ, hundreds of thousands of pages are still under review. Entire grand jury files are fully blacked out. While redactions are allowed to protect victims, the law requires explanations, and many have not been provided. Lawmakers like Rep. Khanna are now threatening impeachment, contempt, or prosecution over the delay. The bigger picture. These files don't just expose Epstein. They expose how power shielded him, how long warning signs were ignored, how access replaced accountability. What's been released is disturbing. What's still hidden may be worse. And until the full Epstein files are made public, this story is far from over.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.